we are doing, ladies and gentlemen, my fine fabulous fur friends, is we're trying to tip the other person. So we're going to be talking about tips, leaving tips at restaurants and how people have been doing it. There's been this thing where people just write a little note and they'll say, I'm writing this note as a tip for you to do something.
I'm tipping you. I'm enhancing your day, your week, your life by telling you what I think of you.
Oh. And, you know, sometimes it's well-deserved because, like, I think a lot of times people tip just because they feel like they have to, but do they really have to? Europeans would say no, you don't have to tip unless you get good service. Mm-hmm. What do you think?
Well, rate of pay has gone up. In our country, and I think that waiters and waitresses have it hard, and they definitely deserve a tip if they're doing their job.
Yeah.
Without a doubt. Again, a good tip. I've been a waitress. I definitely feel that that's a need, but I don't think that shitty service should get congratulated. It's like giving a gold star to a jackass.
That's right. I once tipped a gas jockey because this guy was incredible. He was just doing, he was super hyper. Like he'd run up there, like he said, how much you want for gas? He puts the nozzle in my tank. No, but then he's like proceeded to wash the windows. He washed my headlights.
Did he wax? Did he shine? Buff it up?
He didn't buff it up.
What
He was
kind of
working
car wash
really
were
hard.
you at?
This was a gas station, and this guy actually, when they used to serve gas, like when they used to actually fill you up and stuff, right? Now it's all self-serves, like in Canada. Like I can't remember the last full serve that I've been to, but this was one of the last ones, and it was at a fast gas, and the guy did a great job.
So you gave him a great tip.
I gave him a great tip. I think I gave him like $15 or $20.
And you are seeing kind of, I won't call it a movement, but you are seeing an increase in that note writing. If someone is needing to say, good job, I heard you had a hard life or a hard day, here's an extra something. Mm-hmm. That you see that on the back of a receipt once in a while. Or the opposite, you see someone telling a waitress off because she was this or he was that. One story that I have is a friend that I hold dear to my heart is a waitress in this area, and she right in that little cockle of my heart. And she's been a waitress for a long time in a management role, and one day during the winter season at our local ski hill, she approached the table of a bunch of 20-year-olds downhill skiing. And the table was leaving, and she noticed that there wasn't necessarily a cash tip, but as she leaned over and she saw the table, there was a piece of paper, and on that piece of paper were four little letters rather. And not the letters you're thinking.
What were they?
M.I.L.F. And be still her beating heart for my friend was gloriously happy for the rest of the day as she took that piece of paper that said m.i.l.f. to her 40-year-old beautiful self, and she taped it to her chest and walked around and showed the rest of her crew for the next 4 hours. And it was that appreciation. She gets tips every day, and life becomes monotonous, and it's this rigmarole of get to the next table, hurry up, your feet hurt, shift, run, faster, get the food. But wait, one moment in the day comes, and a bunch of younger boys tell you that you're a hottie. That's a tip.
I wonder if she got hit on the rest of the day, like other people leaving their phone numbers because she had this pasted to her chest.
Maybe I should do it. M.I.L.F. And with that said,
no, I've got one thing. Leo Coca.
Oh, I'm being taught here. I'm listening.
This book that I read years ago about Leo Coca, I can't even say the name properly, but he was the guy that resurrected and saved Dodge and Chrysler and all those things. And he was telling a story about his dad that left a note for a waitress. They walked into this place, and this waitress was not having a good day. She was not enjoying her job. And so he wrote on the piece of paper, he said, I'm going to leave the best tip that you've ever had. And you know what it was? It was quit your job. If you don't like what you're doing, quit your job and get out. And that was his good tip.
It is a good tip.
And with that being said, on with the next.
Well, wait. What if I have another story?
Oh,
you didn't let me quit when I wanted to quit. I ain't gonna let you quit when you want to quit.
Perfect. What do you got? See ya.